Good afternoon, my name is Joshua Anton, and I'm one of the co-founders of Awesome Ideas. Today's Awesome Idea video is actually going to be about my experiences with ADHD. You know, at 8 years old, I was diagnosed with ADHD. In middle school and high school, I didn't really think about what ADHD meant to me. I would really go up to people and say, hey, I have attention deficit hyperactive disorder. It wasn't really until the last year, a little less than a year ago, that I actually spoke for Future Quest. And one of the, my whole keynote speech was about ADHD and how it affected my life, or my disability. But even in college, I didn't really view ADHD as a disability. I just viewed it that I really didn't know how to study. And, you know, in high school, I was, thrown out of my house in senior year, so I was more worried about sustaining my living situation than I was about managing ADHD. In high school, I never studied. I studied for 3 exams, and I still got a 3.91 grade point average. In college, I was actually forced to study. I had to read the textbooks, because I had not taken a class in economics or computers beforehand. And it really was a challenge. You got to realize, my first semester of college, I had swine flu. I had flu in November. Both in the same month, 2 weeks apart. I got an average of 4 hours of sleep, and I was taking 4.5 cups of coffee each day just to stay up. I didn't know how to manage my time. I didn't know how to study. And per class, it took me about 6 hours a week to actually study for these classes. So not only did I work 2 jobs, not only was I part of an activity, and I went to school full time, but I was spending 25 hours a week studying for my classes. There are 2 things that worked for my advantage during that semester. The first was that I had taken a college success course, and one of the assignments in there was building a time management chart. And that time management chart actually helped me diagnose my schedule, helped me figure out the best times of the day to study, and it also gave me an outlook that, maybe where I'm studying is not the best place. Falling asleep in the library from 4 to 6 p.m. would be better served probably sleeping and studying from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. because I actually study faster and better would have been a better choice. And I can't say that I had a disabilities counselor. I used their services throughout my first year at my college because, to be frank, I didn't. I do advise to go after that resource, but I didn't use it. I was just very blessed to actually have a few things that came up during my first semester where basically I had to manage work and school, and I had to build a time management chart. I also learned a lot about myself and how I study. I learned that the location that I study in, the times that I study, and not procrastinating were very big important factors for doing well on my exams. And I ended up finishing my first semester with a 4.0. Currently, I'll be going into my junior year of college, and I have a 3.952. I study maybe 9 to 10 hours a week for the same amount of classes, and I definitely don't have trouble managing a schedule, considering I do that. I serve as student government president, and I work 3 jobs, and I've co-founded a small business. So my lessons to you is that managing ADHD is achievable. You have to, number 1, learn about yourself. Learn when you can study. So what times of the day do you study the best? Learn where you should study. What places can you take yourself out of the environment where you get distracted? And last but not least, manage your time and get more than 6 to 8 hours of sleep so you're not on 4.5 cups of coffee a day to just manage your ADHD. I like to think of ADHD as your mind just thinking faster. But if you can manage your time and you can manage how you get distracted, then your mind is only thinking faster. And I like to think of that as being just a little bit smarter than the average person. Because don't you get distracted because your mind is just thinking faster and you're thinking about 20 things a minute? That's being smart. And you're probably an excellent multitasker. Experience. And I hope this video brought you a little bit closer to your success. And I helped all those people out there with ADHD. My name is Joshua Anton, and I'm one of the co-founders of Awesome Ideas. I wish you a pleasant day. Thank you.